next on All Access.
I'm Dan Roach. The Patriots are getting ready to open up their NFL season, but it might be without one of their best players.
I'm Scott Zolak, and I sit down with Mike Vrabel on the eve of his first game as Patriots head coach.
We're trying to build a program, something that's going to last and something that can sustain success. And we're just trying to get it right, trying to get the right people in the building at the right time.
I'm Mike Reese, and I'll tell you what I think the Patriots have to do to beat the Raiders in Week 1.
And I'm Steve Burton. Those stories plus follow Milton Williams' journey to the NFL.
Right then, I know he was going to be drafted in the NFL.
The preseason is over. Sunday kicks off the 2025 regular season and a new era of Patriots football. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Patriots All Access. I'm Steve Burton, and we are thrilled to be kicking off our 31st year. Mike Vrabel and the Patriots kick off their season opener against the Raiders at 1 o'clock right here at Gillette Stadium. And Dan Roach tells us the anticipation has been building for the season opener.
I'm Dan Roach for the Pats, and as excitement builds for the season opener here Sunday at Gillette Stadium against the Raiders, we begin with a health concern. One of the best players on the team, cornerback Christian Gonzalez, injured his left hamstring on July 28th, and his status for the opener remained in doubt all week long.
Got a status report on any of
What do you want to know about?
Both the Patriots and the Raiders come into Sunday off 4-13 seasons. Both have new head coaches and lots of new faces up and down the roster.
You know, it's week one, and we'll see if what we've been doing since really OTAs and Coach Vrabel came in, that identity and building that, we'll see if shows its fruits on Sunday or if we have more work to do.
They've got a new head coach, a second-year quarterback who's coming in off a promising first-year campaign, a rookie class that's generated excitement, plus some big-name free agents. One player who exudes enthusiasm, newly named captain Robert Spillane.
I'm gassed up. I'm at an all-time high excitement level. I can't wait to get out there and play football. It's going to be an honor to run through that tunnel. I don't take these moments for lightly. We get 17 of them guaranteed this year, and I'm going to cherish those moments.
We got to be on our game. It's good to be out there in week one, starting at home. So I'm excited and looking forward to it.
I'm appreciating where I'm at right now. You get back to doing what you love. I'm around some good individuals. It's fun. It's new. It's obviously going to be an adjustment, but we're trying to get this show on the road. We're trying to start 1-0.
All right, Dan Roach, thank you very much. In our Bob Siscott Furniture Studios, week one with Mike Reese and Paul Vrabel. Good to see you guys, and here we go. But I got to ask you about Christian Gonzalez. Haven't seen much of him. What should we expect?
I have absolutely no idea what to expect. And my number one concern, Mike, would be not necessarily the Raiders, but long term. For the whole season, reportedly a hamstring problem. Those things can kind of linger. Mm-hmm. My fear would be him coming back, not being quite right, and then aggravating it and then missing an extended period of time. So we haven't seen him for quite some time.
We remember at that practice, July 28th, he's covering Stephon Diggs on a short crossing route and sort of pulls up, holds the back of his left hamstring there, and he has not practiced much, if at all, up to this point.
Right. How much does that frustrate Vrabel and the coaching staff?
Well, it's the uncertainty has to be the most frustrating part. How do you game plan? How do you sort of prepare your secondary, not knowing for sure if he's going to be there and at what level of play he would be at? And
right.
It's a pretty important guy. You can make an argument he's the best player on the team.
Not ideal. He was on both road trips, if I recall, in the preseason, so I think he's still been around the team.
All right, guys, well, don't go far because we got to talk big picture coming up. A lot to talk about. We got more Patriots All Access right after this.
Coming up on Patriots All Access.
Go behind the scenes of Efton Chisum's successful effort in making the team.
Take this opportunity to thank you for everything that you made the team.
And later, join us on Milton Williams' journey to the NFL.
I think it was my sophomore year. Caught a pick six from being in coverage, and then I think the next year I put on a little more weight, and then I started putting my hand in the ground.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? And by Sports Illustrated Tickets. 50 million sports, concerts, and theater tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better. And by Cross Insurance, the official insurance broker of the New England Patriots.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. One of the cool items to happen in the preseason is when an undrafted free agent seizes the opportunity presented and, against some odds, makes the team. That's exactly what happened with receiver Chisum III. Our Forge and Foxborough cameras worked behind the scenes to capture Chisum's story.
Returning kicks, returning anything. Whatever I can do just to take advantage of an opportunity.
Come on, let's do it. Come on, I got you.
Whatever it is, I just kind of want to do that and do it to the best of my ability.
Gang on three. 1, 2, 3. Gang.
And hello again, everyone. A very pleasant good evening and welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough for the 2025 preseason opener between the Patriots and the Washington Commanders.
I came into the league undrafted, so I had to work my way up from the bottom and try to find as many reps as possible. That's what these guys are doing out here, is just trying to gain experience.
Let's go, Chiz. Yeah, come on, baby. Let's do it.
I love Chisum's game. I saw a bunch of his film, him, one-on-ones and team periods, just making as many plays as possible. I got the chance to talk to him today on the field. I just told him to go as hard as you can on every play and every drill, whether it's a blocking assignment or it's a pass route. So he's got a great chance to make this team. I know whatever I can do to help him in his game, always rooting for him.
And he's done a fabulous job of continuing to just be the same guy every day, make plays, do the right thing, line up where he's supposed to line up, run the route properly, go to special teams, put in work.
Shotgun snap is back. Woolridge steps up, throws it to the middle, and it's caught by Chisum crossing right, and he hurdles into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
Cheers. Oh, appreciate you, bro. There it is, bro. That was fun.
Morning. And I thought Chiz has been battling, had the good catch, and then I thought he made a hell of a run to he got a first down out of that, and honestly, he shouldn't have had a first down. It should have been 3rd and 9, and he bored his way in there. I thought that was a good play by a kid who, again, didn't have a million reps, but
he played
his ass off.
Welcome to U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis for preseason game number 2.
There's nothing that can stop me now. I know it's for me. I was born for this instant. I want the glory. Yes, I want the glory.
13. Dobbs steps left, throws it to Chisum, crossing at the 10. Gets away from one defender, gets away from a second defender. Dives between a pair, and he's in. Touchdown!
There's nothing that can stop me now. I know it's for me.
Grab a seat here. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for everything and let you know that you made the team, and we're excited about where you started out and come in, and had you rated as draftable, and you rewarded our scouts with your hard work, your determination, your effort. I thank you for everything. You've earned it, and this is I always like to tell everyone, this is a jumping off point. This isn't a, oh, I made it, I can relax. This is the start of your career. So yes, sir. Congratulations, you've definitely earned it, and we're excited about the prospects of you playing for us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, absolutely. What?
All right. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Let's go. Sitting down, you always get a little bit of butterflies, and then he told me he made the team. So,
huge blessing, huge honor. I'm so thankful just for the opportunity from the Patriots organization, and so excited just to get to work.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to sit down for the first time during a regular season with the head coach. Mike Vrabel joins me now. Coach, good to see you.
You too. How are you?
Last time we talked out at camp, you've had a lot of practices, a lot of joints on the road, at home, 3 preseason games. How'd your first preseason go as the head coach?
Well, I think we got through. I think there's a lot of things that we got done, and again, we'll have to continue to improve. But I mean, I love the crowd. I love the energy. I love the support from the fans, and hopefully we'll continue to give them reasons to come out and cheer and stand behind us.
Preseason isn't just for the players, it's for the staff too. You got a brand new staff. I've talked to you a couple times about guys being upstairs, guys downstairs, the whole communication thing, coaching on the sideline. How impressed are you with the way everybody communicated?
Well, I mean, I think, like you said, it is for everybody. It's for our operation, and that's why I felt like getting in the stadium with the scrimmage. We had a blue-white scrimmage, and that went really well, but that was our first action in the stadium. Again, that's their day. That game day is their day to go play, but we have to be able to give them some adjustments and just give them some recognition of things that are going on. So I did feel like that process is good. It's going to have to be really good throughout the season to help us win.
All right, week 1, it's here. It's the Raiders. Pete Carroll's Raiders. You know Pete. You've coached against Pete a long time. There's not a ton of film out there, but what do you see when you look at the Raiders? Is it his style team?
Well, I mean, we do see a lot of his style team. Obviously, they're going to run the football. They got a veteran quarterback, but a high draft pick here with Genty. They've got some good young skill. Bowers is obviously elite, and defensively, it's a veteran group. They've got very good specialists. Their punter's excellent. Their field goal kicker is excellent. So again, it's a veteran team on defense. Offensively, the skill players are young. Jacoby's got some, years to him and then some understanding in the slot. Geno Smith, but the skill players are young and explosive. So it'll be critical for us to limit the X plays defensively and make them earn it.
You remember what the element of the unknown was as a player, as a coach. Does that worry you, keep you up more at night?
Certainly keeps you up a lot more than it does as a player. I slept well as a player. You try to focus on a lot more as a coach. So there's going to be things that we're not going to be able to cover that we won't know. And, they have to use their rules. The quarterbacks are going to have to make points. They have to get us in protections, know where the hots are if they come. Defensively, we won't be able to show them every single play that they've probably worked on. We'll have to be able to set an edge, build a wall, swarm tackle this guy, know where 89 is, and somehow affect the quarterback.
Time now for the Sports Illustrated ticket question of the week, and it comes from Saul F. Wants to ask, do you get any butterflies at night? Do you stay up at night? Do you get nervous before games?
I probably do a little bit. I mean, it's anxious. I'm excited for the players. I want the players to do well. And again, I was lucky and fortunate to have success in this league, the teams that I was on, and I want the players to experience the same thing. That is my number one goal.
If you want to ask the coach a question, you have to follow the team on Twitter @patriots.com/askthecoach. We'll be back later in the show with some more stuff. Coach is going to hang tight, and we'll have some stuff for you on the other side. More of All Access right after this. Welcome, everyone, and joining me now is Patriots tight end Hunter Henry. How you doing, my man?
Good, man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Are you ready for some football?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to play games that are meaningful, games that count?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Is the team ready?
Team feels ready, yeah. A few more days of practice, but obviously it's been a long camp, and we're fired up, ready to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, talk about the excitement. Do you feel like there's a buzz with this team going around here?
I mean, every year is a new year with, every team. But I think all the guys are excited, man. Week 1 always brings a new kind of energy, a fun kind of energy.
Yeah.
Football's back. You do all the work, all the training camp. So it's finally, you get to go out there and hit another team.
How important is it to get off to a fast start?
Oh, it's huge. You know, I mean, this is a big opponent. It's a good team.
Yeah.
You know, it's home too. You need to play good at home. So I mean, it's a tough out, and you know, we got to be ready to go.
Your teammates elected you as captain. Captain's back.
Yeah.
How special is that to you?
Oh, it's a big honor, man. To have the respect, the honor of the teammates. You know, it's voted on by your peers.
Yeah.
So to have that respect, have them think that highly of me is a big honor.
Is it hard to believe that you are kicking off your 5th season here in New England?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Has it gone by fast?
It's gone by fast. You know, it's crazy to look up. I mean, I'm 5 years here, 10 years in the league. It's a blessing, man.
It's my great honor to present the 2025 Ron Burton Community Service Award to Hunter Henry.
You know, and you're entrenched in the community. You won my dad's award, the Ron Burton Community Service Award. How special was that for you?
Man, it's a huge honor. I mean, to be, you know, in the same name as your family, man, and that name is
my family's
huge.
Overrated, by the way.
Hey, man, no, they mean a lot to this community, a lot to this place, the values, the morals, everything you guys are about is what I want to be about. So it's pretty cool to be kind of in the same name of those guys that won it, and then your family.
Good luck on Sunday against the Raiders.
Thanks, bro.
All right, here we go. Hunter Henry, our guest. You're watching Patriots All Access. We'll be back right after this.
The Oakland Raiders were the opponent for the Patriots' home opener back in 2014. It was the Raiders' last visit to Foxborough. The game was a low-scoring affair, producing a single touchdown.
To the right, Brady with a shotgun snap, stands in, throws to the near side. Gronk has it, and he has a touchdown for the Patriots.
Too easy.
Steven Gostkowski added 3 field goals.
The kick sailing to the uprights is good.
But the win wasn't secured until Vince Wilfork, yes, Vince Wilfork, intercepted a Derek Carr pass with under a minute to go in the game.
Quarterback drops back, pumps to the right, looks down the middle, throws to the middle, ball is batted around, picked off on the deflection. Vince Wilfork has it!
Coming up on All Access,
Mike Vrabel's got plays.
You got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to play on their side of the line of scrimmage.
Will Campbell here.
You're starting with the combination block.
But first, the backstory of Patriots defensive lineman Milton Williams.
He's been quarterback, running back. He's played some everything.
I started to feel like, wow, this can maybe really turn into something.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Gillette. Gillette's best shave is now the best a fan can get. Get it while you can at Gillette.com/NFL.
Welcome back to All Access. Armed with oodles of cap space and cash, Mike Vrabel and his staff were aggressive when free agency opened in March. One of their priorities was defensive lineman Milton Williams, who is fresh off his best game as a pro and helping the Eagles win Super Bowl 59. From a small town deep in the heart of Texas to Foxborough, we follow Williams' journey to the National Football League and the Patriots, presented by JetBlue.
He was playing quarterback, running back. He's played some everything.
Well, there's a sack.
Milton Williams, bringing the pain.
And then I started to feel like, wow, this can maybe really turn into something.
Pressure and down goes Cousins. Milton Williams with a strip sack.
Diamond in the rough, yeah, I believe in myself. Can't relate to my story, put me right back on the shelf. See, I've been on this journey, trying to find my way.
First football memory, and that was about, I want to say 5 or 6. Just being in practice, just having fun, playing football, scoring touchdowns, watching the NFL. It was always a dream. With Little League football, he was playing quarterback, running back. He's played some everything. He was pretty much the biggest kid. So he would, run over kids, throw touchdowns. But when I noticed that he could be a good player, it's when he started playing defense. But in his mind, I want to be a quarterback. I want to be Cam Newton. That was his mind. But, once we realized and focused on defense, we got to muscle up now once he got to high school. all this right here is new construction. Like, they still got but the field, this the same field, same bleachers, same press box.
Same lights.
Yeah, all this stuff the same on the field, so that's crazy. Everything else, it look like they trying to get brand new.
My first memories of Milton actually on this field or on film, it was pretty clear pretty quick that athleticism was not in short supply. So, yeah, I was here when he just put his hand on the ground for the first time and was just starting to learn to play the position that he's clearly so advanced at now.
I think it was my sophomore year. Caught a pick six from being in coverage, and then I think the next year I put on a little more weight, and then I started putting my hand in the ground and really just learning. Like, I remember Coach Cook and my other coach, Coach Paul, was telling me, like, schools, like, they was looking to recruit me, but was saying, like, I needed to learn how to play with my hands and play with extension and use my tools more than I was using them, because I was just running past people, just using my athleticism.
The athleticism was there. There were gonna be coaches that were gonna show up, and he's a big kid and he looks good in the weight room, and then you see him on film and you realize he can move too. So we knew that was gonna happen. The success was what we weren't sure was gonna happen, because that took buy-in from Milton. It was all about him and him being willing to learn. It's not glamorous putting your hand in the ground and getting punched in the mouth 85 times a game. It's not what kids want. And so it took a lot of him buying in to the fact that that was what was going to be best, and that was the difference.
His senior year, he really lasered in, focused. He would do his workout, train. Some of the other guys, they wouldn't do that stuff. And he would be upset that they lose a game. I said, well, you did your part. He got disciplined. He was really focused in before going to college at the senior year.
Then once we accepted at Louisiana Tech and heard that some previous players from that school had been drafted to the NFL, I was thinking, well, maybe he does have an opportunity.
Milton Williams bringing the pain. He had the football a long time in his hands before Milton Williams found him.
When Milton came home that year, when he came home from college, I told my wife I was going to go run hill with Milton, baby. And he took up the hill. I said, whoa, wait a minute. He said, Dad, you gonna come? I said, no, you go do yours, man.
He came home, he was like, baby. And I was like, what? And he was just like, boy, Milton's got something. You should see the way he ran up that hill. And I was like, because my husband is so like hyper, and he was like, I'm serious, babe. He said, I'll run with him and compete with him. He said, but I was tired. And I was like, what, you got tired?
Right then, I know he was gonna be drafted in the NFL.
Welcome to the 2021 NFL Draft.
With the 73rd pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Milton Williams, defensive end, Louisiana Tech.
I've been doubted my whole life and told that I wasn't good enough to play at the next level. I wasn't good enough to, make it to the NFL. And coming in, third round pick, it definitely just gave me extra motivation. At the end of the day, they can't stop you from putting out good tape. They can't stop you from putting in extra work. They can't stop you from practicing harder and going harder than the guys that are in front of you. Like, they can't stop you from wanting to outwork people that you're competing with. So, hard work pays off. Everything happened for a reason, I think.
What's he got left? Pressure again. Deck, ball is out, and the Eagles have it. Milton Williams with a strip sack.
Coming from Philly, never being a starter, never looked at as a starter on the team, and now I'm putting out good tape. The hard work and just my determination led me to this position. And it just felt good knowing that it paid off.
I really wasn't thinking about the free agency at the time. I was just trying to celebrate my son got a Super Bowl ring. I mean, he played good. He played his best game on the biggest stage, Super Bowl. I mean, everybody saw it. The world saw it. And when I met Mr. Kraft, when he signed with the Patriots, I said, Mr. Kraft, we're here to retire. We're not here to, get a contract and then go somewhere. We're here to retire. He said, that's the plan. We didn't get a chance to just really celebrate the Super Bowl and just so much going on, going to a new team. And I mean, it's a lot, man. We the last 6 months, we've been dealing with a lot of different things.
I immediately felt embraced and just a peace and a calm and a welcoming spirit just being there. And it just warmed my heart that my child, all of this is being done for my child. So I was just proud. I'm ecstatic about the move.
Pass on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey! No, we did not do it right.
I'm definitely looking forward to putting the pads on and really showing, what they know I already can do, but just showing now that I'm a Patriot with that gear on, with that Patriot logo on my helmet, really showing the type of player that I'm going to be in the future.
Special player right there, number 97. We get a good look at Milton Williams and his journey to the NFL. What caught your eye with him? And I know you recruited him when you were at Ohio State.
Well, the explosiveness that he shows, right? He plays bigger than what he is. The impact, the speed, the ability for him to play on the other side of the line of scrimmage, to really work edges in pass rush quickly. And again, I think he continues to improve. There's things that he wants to work on. He's like, man, anything you could do to help me, I'm trying to get better. I'm continuing to want to get better. And I love his pedigree. He's got a great family. And I think that means a lot to him. And I think he was raised by a great family, and I think that shows.
I think first preseason game, everybody was out in space down the line of scrimmage. I can't remember the last time I saw a big guy out where a corner is trying to make a tackle.
Yeah, I mean, again, he retraces on a screen. I think the big thing for these guys that pass rush is they want to pass rush. And then when they get let go, some of them just keep kind of going. And, as a quarterback, you just drift and throw it over the guy. And Milt did a good job, and we're going to need that a lot this year. We're going to have to be able to retrace and get down the line of scrimmage and go help the guys out in space. These guys are hard, especially when there's blockers out on you. So, again, that was a great example of him doing that in the first game, and we'll need a lot of that this season.
All right, it's a good look right there. We'll be back more Patriots All Access right after this. Then we're going to have some X's and O's from Coach Vrabel for the preseason.
This Next Gen Stat is brought to you by AWS. Milton Williams generated the second highest pressure rate among defensive tackles last season. Williams was disruptive during the Eagles' Super Bowl run, recording 3 or more pressures in every postseason game, including 2 sacks in Super Bowl 59.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time now for X's and O's. We're going to take 4 looks at the preseason big plays. What better way to start than play number 1, the kick return, 101 yards, Travion Henderson.
Yeah, pretty good way to start the season here. As you can see here, the rules, obviously, we've got the kickoff, the condensed, the dynamic kickoff. One adjustment that they made is now we've got the ability to have 3 players off the ball to kind of help with spacing. And then everybody else has to be up here on the front line, on the restraining line, 35-yard line. So as we let this roll, you'll see this is the best way to watch it from the end zone here. This is a play for us that's an important play. So Travion, special player, Gibby, special running back, right? We got 2 of our running backs back there because we feel that this is an important play for us.
And Gibson had the 64-yarder.
He's going to come up later on.
Yeah.
But again, there's going to be a lot of one-on-one blocks. So here, rookie Ponder, Elijah Ponder is at the point of attack. So you can see there, we've got the double team. Schooler does a great job right here coming off that and making sure we're sealing. Basically, he's reading this thing inside, outside to inside. He's going to read the 3, and you can see now where Ponder, and again, there's going to be a lot of these situations where we have to be able to do a good job of blocking and giving these guys a late shove or staying square on the guy. I don't know where these penalties are going to go this year, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I know that if we get this guy in space and everybody else on the backside cut off and we're working like Schooler is and Dr. Gibby, and then Antonio gets through there and gets the safety. Now we're on the backside safety and the kicker, and we're off to the races.
Yeah, this totally flips the field for you too. Like,
well, I mean, whether we're starting at midfield,
Right.
whether we're starting on the plus territory, or in this case, you know, it's a house call and we're shooting the muskets, you know, whatever that may be, that's going to be an important play for us. Touchbacks are going to go on the 35. We're hoping that teams make a decision. Hey, are we going to kick to them? They got some kitty cats back there, or are we going to kick a touchback?
Punt return.
Yep, and so again, we have another guy that we feel strongly about back here. Marcus Jones has done it very well for a lot of years. So you're going to see some of our, you know, what we would say starters out here on these units, because I tell them it's important. Like, you want to score touchdowns, let's go out here on a return unit. So again, the biggest thing here with punt is it's always going to start with blocking the gunners, right? If you can block the gunners, whether that's on a double or that's on a single, or in this case, you see Schooler coming out of it from the line of scrimmage, but you got to get this guy blocked. So you got to get this guy blocked. It starts there. That's a great job right there by Schooler. Okay, so now what we've created is a bunch of space for Marcus to go and attack the defense. What you're going to see here is a bunch of great extra efforts and a bunch of great decisions. Okay, because that's a potential blindside. That's a potential blindside, that's a potential blindside, and that's a potential blindside block, because they're going back towards their end zone. And if they hit the guy in the head or neck or forcibly with their forearm, those are penalties. And so you can see we're getting high screens.
It's almost like a basketball.
We're getting high screens. We're getting guys that are showing their hands so the referee can see that. They're not blocking in the back. You can see Jermichael Hasty, okay, who this meant a lot to him, and it still does. And again, he came in and helped us. But you can see all these legal blocks, and you're allowed to get, and then now Marcus is on a punter. Okay, we can't do anything about that. That's on him. We joked with him here, but we know we can't let the kicker make the tackle.
Coach Springer had that ready to go, right? Next day?
We had it tuned up. We talk about these things having to be a weapon for us.
That's great.
And again, those are extensions. I mean, we talk about getting the first down. That's 3 first downs right there on offense. You saw what the kickoff return's able to do.
Okay, moving on here.
Yep,
All
so
right.
now we're down in the red zone, right? Again, the red zone, the space gets limited, right? Windows are tighter to throw the football. At some point in time, you got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to play on their side of the line of scrimmage.
Will Campbell here.
You're starting with the combination block, okay, between Will and Benny, the combination block of winning the line of scrimmage. Hoops trying to widen the edge here and set the edge. Okay, you can see Jack, again, he's got to read it through like a running back. Jack necessarily trying to get outside, and we probably should insert here, okay, for the safety, but that doesn't happen. But the finish and the sustain that we'll see on the backside and on the front side, it's a great job by Bradbury, by Garrett going out there, letting his hat out and getting the guy covered up. Doesn't look like much, but we got him covered up. We're got a hat for a hat. I know Jack's supposed to get through here, but you can see when we don't see their color, we have a chance. There's places to run, and you can see Travion now running through arm tackles, and then now we're finishing. There's guys finishing, and Travion running through arm tackles for.
And Kyle Williams block on the outside. Like, if you don't block as a receiver, this guy could slide down and make the tackle to one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I mean,
huge.
let's talk about just trying to protect the guy with the football.
Speaking of great effort, Efton Chisum.
Yeah, so down and distance-wise, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 here. You know, I would think that in normal ball, you got to be careful trying to throw a 10-yard route on the 12-yard line for a first down, right? So there's going to have to be some catch-and-run element to it just to protect where we are, first half, field goal, etc., not throwing it into some traffic or whatever. But you can see G. Scott does a nice job of trying to lift his guy, forcing his guy over the top. So G's coming here, he's lifting his guy. This guy chooses to go over the top, which then now creates space for Chiz. He's got a lot of space out in front of him. We get a good ball, okay, and then now we're running on the post safety. But again, here's what I like about our football team, or love. Here's Hasty again finishing. There's John Giles, okay, turning and finishing. There's Cole Strange running. There's Jared Wilson running. And then obviously you got to break some tackles. Talked about Chis's play strength. Okay. There's Giles finishing. And then now Chiz is getting into the end zone. Be careful reaching the football there when it's not fourth down or two.
And the big thing I talked to you too, going down there, you converted a lot of third and manageable, those third and four, third and fives. Dobbs hit those to get you down and tight there.
Yeah, and as long as we stay in those manageables, I think our percentage is going to be good. When you start living in the 3rd and 10 world, your percentage.
Nobody likes that.
Your percentage.
Hey, this is going to be fun, man. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
There you go. There's your X's and O's. More Patriots All Access will return right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? And by Sports Illustrated Tickets. 50 million sports, concerts, and theater tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better. And by Cross Insurance, the official insurance broker of the New England Patriots.
Welcome back in our Bob's Conferential Studios. Back with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. Week 1. What should we expect going into this game? Expectations.
A lot of excitement, right? For sure. But in terms of what to expect on the field, Mike, I really have no idea. You got two guys, and Pete Carroll for the Raiders, obviously Vrabel for the Patriots. Their first games with their new teams. They've been around a little bit. Carroll, obviously, more so than Vrabel, but I have absolutely no idea what to expect in terms of game plans and how this game is going to unfold.
One thing I feel confident in saying, this place is going to be buzzing. Right. There's a lot of excitement around Mike Vrabel and what the energy that he's brought to the team. So I love the atmosphere, love the time of year, love the weather forecast at this point. Like, I think if you love football and you're from New England, I just would say, like, where else would you rather be?
When you look at this game and you look at this Patriots team, what are you excited most about?
I'm going to go with the easy one for me, and that's Drake May. And just to see his, evolution into, hopefully what we are hoping, that franchise quarterback, right? That his development under Josh McDaniels, his comfort level with the new offense and the system, his ability to get the ball out, quickly and accurately. Drake May.
Give me Travion Henderson. And I love this story.
It's a good one.
So last week at practice, they had Marco Sturm, the new Bruins head coach, visiting. Yep. And he's just looking out at the players, and his eye is drawn to number 32, Travion Henderson. He said, tell me more about that guy. So even just another head coach in another sport that he's catching his eye, and I think he's like a lot of people in New England, like saw the 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, the 8-yard touchdown run where he's sneaking through a sliver of the hole, right? Like, want to see more of him.
I don't mean to spread the wet blanket, but what are you most concerned about?
I'm going to just say up front, the pass protection. I want to see Drake May. Well, in order to see Drake May, I need him to have some time to be able to see his receivers. So it would be pass protection in a nutshell. He's got probably four different starters from last year. So they've done a lot of work on the offensive line. I want to see if they can hold up.
And this sounds crazy after everything we've talked about all preseason. A little bit on the defense. Like, we touched on Christian Gonzalez and what his status is. And you got Ashton Genty, the number 6 overall pick, coming in. Like, can you stop the run? I think there's a little bit of an unknown. And then Brock Bowers, this tight end here, is maybe the best in the NFL. How have you done defending tight ends? Like, I think when you ask concerns, like, those are a couple things that actually came to the top of my list here.
So how will this game go down? How will the Patriots win this game?
I'm going to go with something that Mike just talked about with Ashton Genty and that running game. The Patriots have been a little bit leaky against the run in recent seasons, and they're a little smaller up front. How will the game be won? Who's going to win up front? My concern is the pass protection. Mike's concern is stopping the run. If the Patriots can do those things effectively, that's how the game would be won.
And I like a stat that Mike Vrabel pointed out this week about how last year in week 1, the winners, the majority of the winners won the second half of the week 1 game. So that to me points to the better conditioned team that maybe has more gas in the tank in the second half. So where will the game be won? With the team that's in better condition, plays with the better fundamentals in the second half.
Which brings us to our predictions. Go ahead, my man.
I'm going to make you happy in week 1 because I'm tired of you giving me those looks in the hallway when we walk by. Because you won't get a look if you go against We get those looks when we walk by, Mike and I. You don't even talk to us off air anymore. 23-17.
Okay.
But this is not going to be an easy game. I could see it going either way. I think the Patriots get a little bit better, a little bit more buttoned up. Eliminate the penalties, Mike. Eliminate the self-inflicted wounds, and they come out with a Week 1 win.
I'm thinking points in this game. I want to see if I'm right in terms of a game in the high 20s. I'm going to say Patriots 28, Raiders 24. He likes it.
I do.
He likes it.
I do.
He might talk to us. Off
All the way around. Great job, guys.
Thanks, Stevie.
That'll do it for this week's edition of Patriots All Access with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. I'm Steve Burton. Have a great week, everybody.